Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Starcraft 2, and this is another game sent in by the fans to Zoronden at gmail.com, and I am of course Zoronden, your host. Let's check out today's combatants. In the top right corner, the red Terran Dragosani, and in the top left corner, the blue Terran Enforcer. So we're going to have a nice ZVT match today, so let's see how these players do against one another. And I am going to speed this game up a little bit as we go through it because it is a fairly lengthy game and I want to try and reduce that for you. Let's bring up that production tab here and check out what the players are doing. Looks like we got just a supply depot going down for Enforcer at the moment, and looks like we might be getting a fast expand out of Dragosani. His first Overlord is just about to enter into Enforcer's base, and it looks like Enforcer is now going to go out and scout around himself. The Overlord, though, entering into Enforcer's base, once Enforcer does see that, that'll actually reveal Dragosani's position, so he should see, or we should see a change in that SCV's pathing down there, if he's paying attention. Let's check out that SCV, see if he is going that direction now. No, it looks like he might have just queued it all up. He might be going across. Yeah, he's going across at this point. Alright, so he has gone ahead and done that. We do have the fast expand down by Dragosani, and because of the size of this map, obviously Enforcer couldn't get there to do any block play. And a pool going down as well as an extractor. Over in Enforcer's base, we have an orbital command going up as well as his barracks is finished, and there goes a factory. So we might be seeing some 1-1-1ing out of Enforcer, so maybe some early Banshee play or just a normal MM ball pop perhaps as well. Looks like the SCV scouted out what he wanted. Let's see what he saw over here. Oh, that's the Dragosani. We're up Enforcer there. And he pretty much saw everything that Dragosani has at this time. And that factory is now just about to finish up. The second refinery is finishing as well. Obviously nothing too exciting so far. A few Lings are on the field now. We'll need to keep an eye on these guys and what they're up to. They may just sit on this tower for a bit. However, one guy does decide to run off, so we might be getting another Scout Ling here. I'm going to go up and check to see if there's an expansion or anything else like that. I'm obviously not going to get in the front door. In fact, he's going to get roastified by that Hellion. That, of course, does reveal the factory there. And there's that starport as well, so he is doing a 1-1-1. You notice a Baneling Nest as well as Zergling Speed just about to finish up, as well as an Evo Chamber on its way. Oh, and okay, that's a Roach Warren there, as well as a Spine Crawler on the map, so a little bit of defense, which is going to help as these Hellions do come in. I'm going to put the game at normal speed now, as we are about the 6.5 minute mark, a little bit past that. So here come these Hellions looking to do some harass. These Queens are going to be a problem for them, as well as that Spine Crawler. Drone's making a nice maneuver over there. Hellions are going to go right up into the main, but there's also two Queens up here. However, the Hellions do find some nice angles to crispify a couple of drones there. Looks like they almost got two more. Unfortunately about that, they had to keep on moving because there's three Queens up here. Oh, quite a few more drones go down there. Oh my gosh, quite a few there as well. All three Hellions go down finally. And let's check out the units lost tab there. 3 for 300, where it's 8 for 375. Bringing up. Oh, there we are. That's what I want. Whoop. Did not mean to do that, though. Production tab, Control R. There we go. Workers killed. 7 workers killed. So that was a pretty effective attack. Took out quite a few workers, so that was very nice. Job by Enforcer on that first kind of poking of attack. I'm going to speed the game up again, as there will be a lull for a bit, I assume. Let's check out Enforcer's base, though. He does have a second barracks with a second reactor going up. He's moved his factory onto a tech lab. He is getting some tanks as well as siege. And there's an Overlord looking to scout. He dies pretty easily. There's a couple Banshees. Let's go to normal speed. Watch those Banshees. What is down here? A couple Speedlings sitting down there, not doing much. They should probably at least be on the tower. But here come these Banshees, and these guys are going to be looking to do some nice damage. You'll notice, though, there is no cloaking on the field, and Spore Crawlers are already up all over the place. In fact, there are 3 of them there. These Banshees are pretty much all but already defeated. There's Spore Crawlers as well down there. Now these guys are going to try and take out this Baneling nest, but this many queens here, that is a dangerous task. He needs to just pull out, keep those for defense or something. And check this out, those Speedlings that were in the middle of the map have moved over to Enforcer's base and morphed into Banelings. Now if he's looking to do a Baneling bust, that's a great idea, except that there's no units here backing them up. So these are just vulnerable Banelings at the moment. He wants to be more careful with that. But again, I'm going to speed the game up a little bit. We're going to monitor the groups of units. Here comes some Lings. Banshees spot them. These guys were clearly going to be the Baneling backup. But the Banshees have already spotted them, so he's got to know this is coming. Here come the Banelings. That is a lot of Marines, though, to defend against this. The Zerglings kind of get up there early, and the Banelings do bust through that wall, but the Siege tank just liquefies the remaining Lyrings. That just happened so quick, I couldn't even talk up through it all. It looks like that supply depot is going to go down too as well. So, Enforcer at least, defended pretty well, but he did end up losing 2 supply depots, which not a huge loss. He can recover from that. However, he is supply blocked at the moment, so that is going to affect him a little bit, but again, not too much. And some roaches on the field now, getting a nice roach ball. Not too big, but it is a fairly good size at the moment. However, that is quite a few Marines. We do have is just 1 medevac on the field? Yeah, he should probably grab some more medevacs. But just 1 for now. 1's better than none, I suppose. Starting to get his expansion running, putting up a few bunkers. His main is sort of halfway mined out. Like, he did not have it very saturated because we've got crystals down to 300 here, and some are still at 900. So that's something you want to look at. Try to keep your bases saturated. Keep that crystal depletion kind of uniform. Otherwise, you're not getting full efficiency out of your stuff, out of your worker lines. So let's speed it back up here. I don't know why I slowed it down, but that Zergling just got soused. And as you can see, Dragosani grabbing a 3rd now as well. But other than a few pot shots, this game has been quite slow. Both players more interested in teching up and kind of holding the line and then attacking. But Dragosani is starting to get this unit advantage. That is a lot of Lings and Roaches. It's not a lot of farm point lead, but at the same time, that is quite a good size of units. Obviously, this is pretty impressive as well over here. And of course, Dragosani holding on to this tower. That is always a good thing to do. Even if you're just sitting out there with 1 Ling, you can see when a ball of units is moving across the map and react to that. You will notice I'm at ×4 now. Again, I like to comment when I speed the games up just because I don't do it very often, except when it's a very long or boring game. And unfortunately, for the moment, this game is rather dull. Here's an interesting thing by Enforcer. He's put up a 3-force supply depot wall down at the ramp. Not entirely necessary, but definitely an interesting thing. And oh, some mutas are going to catch this drop off guard, and this drop is probably short-lived. I'm glad I caught it at a ×4 there. Almost missed this attack. 1 goes down without a single unit dropped. Second one goes down with only 1 unit dropped, and this 3rd one's going to go down easily because of the Spore Crawler. Oh, but the mutas do have to pull away. They only lost 1, but they just need to engage and take these Marines out. There's quite a few queens here. They need to get to work too, and there we took care of it. Trying to bop out that queen, but that queen got a nice transfuse and saved his life. Her life, I guess. And there's a Thor on the field as well. However, revealing the mutas, unfortunately, Enforcer now knows and has some missile turrets on the field. So again, just like Dragosani did against the Banshees, Enforcer has pretty much defeated the usefulness of these mutas, as there are turrets everywhere. So he's going to pull those mutas back for now. Looks like he might probe around the map a bit, see if he can find any hidden expansions, which obviously, as you and I can see, there are none on the map. But we'll again look at Dragosani's farm points, and he is far in the lead here in supply. I still call them farm points. I think that is my Age of Empires days, as well as perhaps, well, no, yeah, Age of Empire days stuff. So, Dragosani is going to look to take advantage of his Mutable still, and he's going to move in here to the natural. However, the natural is also defended by turrets, and in fact, it's probably more of a dangerous place to attack than the main, because all these bunkers and marines and this Thor are all over here. So this is not going to end well for Dragosani. He's going to want to just stop this attack. He kind of sees that. He pulls back. However, he is at a critical mass now with the mutas where they can kill those turrets rather quick. However, there is more than one in any place, and with the marines moving down, and Dragosani is forced to retreat with those mutas yet again. But he's not willing to give up quite yet, and he gets juiced because of it. Gotta be careful with those mutas. They are a pricey unit that just does not like to stay alive when being shot at by marines or missile turrets or whatever the case may be. And he's going to swing up around top here. I'm not really sure what exactly he's doing. Obviously, he's just probing the outskirts of Enforcer's base, trying to find that little sweet spot where he can get in. And check that out. Look at how many SCVs are there mining 2 mineral patches. This is why you kind of want to keep your mineral patches mined evenly, because you end up with a couple left and then 40 billion SCVs mining them, and they can't all mine them. You know, it's just wasted SCVs at the moment where he could have a nice third. Obviously, Dragosani has taken advantage of having a third. He's still got a few in his main as well. And he could even grab a fourth at this time, as this patch is a little oversaturated. Not too bad. And these mutas are still looking for an in. Unfortunately, he does not want to get into that marine ball, because he has to, yeah, this quick stem, those mutas would be just gone. It would be part city for them. Keep an eye on those mutas as they're kind of sitting there in the corner for now. But we're going to speed this game up a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to slow it down. We're going to do a quick check of upgrades. We got a 1-2 on Terran bio units, as a 1-1 on his mech. That's what I was looking for, mech units, and nothing on his air. Obviously, he's only really got medevacs at this time. We do have a few infestors down for Dragosani, and 2 melee attack for Dragosani, but no ranged attack, no armor. That's interesting. I'm not completely sure on his reasoning with that. He probably should get some more upgrades. Obviously, we see Enforcer getting 2 weapons, 2 shields, as well as looks like mech weapons 2. Those are actually 3. Excuse me, red is 3, blue is 2. So 2 mech as well as 3 bio coming on. And he's still probing with these mutas. It's just, unfortunately, a lost cause at this moment. I don't really think there is a sweet spot he can find. There's so many turrets that have gone up. They're just about everywhere at this time, and Dragosani has got to realize that. He's going to take a risk here and just go for it. That turret, though, is just ripping him apart, and there's just no safe harbor. Anywhere he goes, there are turrets shooting at him, and he is losing those mutas left and right. And there goes some more. I think he's trying to get out at this point. Unfortunately, there's 2 turrets here as well. That's what he was hoping, that there was a free area to attack. Those mutas are just getting killed off left and right. That is disgusting. But what we can see on the map is Enforcer is getting ready to move out. He has a sizable mass of units here. Got 6 medevacs as well as a ton of marines. 3 tabs of them. 2 Thors and several siege tanks. Like 5 siege tanks. Do these mutas see that unit mass there? And no, but the tower does, because he put the Ling on the tower like I said he needed to. Good call by Dragosani. And a few spine crawlers at the front, and oh, a brilliant fungal right in the middle of those marines. Gonna need a few more of those to kill off that marine ball. And there's another good one. A few may go down there. No, the medevacs are gonna keep them up, but here comes another fungal. Oh, but those 2 infestors pay for it, but quite a few marines go down. Look at that bloody pile there. The tanks have finished off the spine crawlers, and they're going to move forward and create a new siege line. And here come the Lings and Roaches. Look at all that massive units. Pull down the HUD here. Baneling's going to work on those tanks. Those tanks are out. The Marines moving up to the line. However, many of them are damaged from the fungals that were going off. And the Roaches might not have it here. This is looking bad for Dragosani. A few more fungals are going to really help here. He needs to try and get... Oh, he's out of energy. And Enforcer just makes it through. He's got a Thor and quite a few Marines left, but quite a few more Roaches here. That is going to help, but it's not going to win the day just yet. The Spine Crawlers are doing a little bit of work, but Enforcer is still going to have a sizable, amount of troops at least, and he's going to start going to work on these guys. Oh, those Corruptors are going to do nice work to the Medivacs. Unfortunately, the Corruptors are going to get gnawed on by the Marines. The remaining Mutas come in. They aren't able to do much against a Thor, though, unfortunately. And this is still ending up bad for Dragosani. Enforcer's minimal units remaining are doing brilliant damage, making good use of those units. Queens going down left and right. I think that was 6 Queens that just got sauced. The Spine Crawlers do go down. Oh, that's a macro hatch. That macro hatch is going to go down. He needs to pull the drones off the line or something. A few Lings come in. With the units force firing, now they're attacking the Lings, but the Lings got time and were able to take them out with the surround there, saving the macro hatch. It had at least 10 hit points, maybe even less than that. That was extremely close. He's now going to morph those Lings into Banelings. He has gone ahead and grabbed a 4th in the meantime as well, and that was a very well defended by Dragosani. I mean, he almost lost it there, but just kind of in the hour of twilight, he was able to push him off with a few Lings. And now he has the food count lead again. And there's a scan going down by a couple scans going down by Enforcer. 3 scans going down by Enforcer. What are you doing? What a waste of energy that could be used for mules. That is unfortunate. And look at this. This is what I hate to see. You need a 3rd Enforcer. You need a 3rd, even a 4th. This is almost mined out, and he's just doing nothing about it. That is just really unfortunate to see, and it is quite possible Enforcer will lose the game because of that decision right there. So both guys, kind of sitting back again, rebuilding up their forces. Enforcer already has a decent force. He's sitting on about 800 credits. He probably had quite a few more than that he was kind of holding in reserve to build on up. And it looks like he might be ready to move out again. Let's speed it up here just a bit. I'm going to watch this force as it moves across. And there he is securing a 3rd with his mains orbital. So a little late, but I guess better late than never. Both players are starting to mass up quite a few minerals in their bank. Of course, Dragosani is more excused on that than Enforcer is, as Enforcer is at 128 and Dragosani at 194. Enforcer is making some crucial mistakes here at the end of this match. Just all but losing the game because of it. And Ultralisks! Oh my god, I completely missed those even coming out. They're only at 2 attack, but there's just so many of them. They completely obliterate that army. A few Marines left, but those are getting mopped up slowly by the few remaining Ultras, as well as the Roaches. And that was just disgusting for Enforcer. Well played by Dragosani. I love it, honestly, when I get surprised by Ultralisks because I'm not paying attention. So I never get tired of Ultralisks. And hopefully these guys do some nice damage before they go out. Enforcer enforced to lift up that orbital command, and it's going to retreat home. Unfortunately, that means he's all but out of resources. These Marines are going to do some nice damage, but there is a hole in his wall as he never plugged that. And these Marines are going to hold the line, but just barely. And that's not going to last much longer for him. And he's going to push out with these. I think he just knows that it's all he's got, and if he doesn't do it here, it's over for him. I think he's hoping that Dragosani does not have 176 supply count, but of course he does. Now he scans. He should see those Lings, and look at that. He does indeed stop. You even see those Queens. You can see one of those Queens right there. Those Queens are going to do some nice damage, but they are not long for this world. They're going to be out of this game. Here come the Lings. Looks like we got Broodlords going into combat as well. I suspected those were coming in. Look at that. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to lay a burrow trap, but he opts against that. Looks like he's going to do a drop. The Lings move in, but they see the Medivacs coming in. The Corruptors are going to catch those Medivacs, start shooting them. Looks like they will get unloaded though, but the medevacs are going to still go down. And here come the Lings. They have the nice surround, holding a few back because he knows they're just going to run around like chickens with their heads cut off. And Enforcer calls the GG as that is it for him. And obviously those Broodlords were going to work on his base as well, so that just forced him out of this game. Well played by Dragosani. He is the player that sent in the game. He continued to expand a little slower than he needed to, but he continued to expand, which is crucial. I enjoyed seeing that. You didn't really go high in minerals until you were supply maxed, which is, of course, what you need to do. And unfortunately, Enforcer just made some late game mistakes. He expanded to a third way too late and threw away a lot of units against a wall of Zerg. That's unfortunate to see that you didn't expand. I think you could have been in this game a lot better. But whatever the case may be, congrats to Dragosani. I am, of course, Zoronden. If you liked this video, guys, please do subscribe and thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And, of course, if you want your games casted by me, you can send them to Zoronden@gmail.com. That is in the information below. And I will catch all of you on the other side.